You can tell, if you wanted to, just to gauge the guessing of assumptions based on a person's geographical location and socioeconomic status by the types of words that they use, as well as by the way that they dress. But going off of the way people look or dress is less reliable of a method than going off of the words that they use. For example, if I overhear a conversation, yeah, our tax dollars, I think, oh, those must be Republicans over there. Or if I hear, yeah, she's so progressive, and then I'm like, oh, they're probably Democrats over there having a conversation. And the words that we choose to use are, in fact, a sign of our programming, of both incoming and outgoing. Today I was at the toy store, and a woman, she overheard me talking about black activism, and I was talking about how much I love Marcus Garvey, and she overheard me talking, and she like kind of scowled at me. This was in a city of Mequon, which is generally more, white and wealthy and conservative and all that goodness. And she looked at me and she kind of like scowled at me for talking about black activism. And immediately I thought that she thinks that I'm a Democrat. So she's going to scowl at me because it was just the inauguration just happened. So there's like a full-scale war going between the rural and urban populace or something like that. And apparently she assumed, because of the words that I use, that I was on the side of Democrats just because I'm talking about black activism. And yes, I made a judgment in my head, like, oh, they go around judging people. Yeah, and then like 3 seconds later, I hear her. She goes over to her husband and starts talking about Donald Trump and about how, like, yay, and stuff. So it's like, okay, yeah, I judged somebody, but I was right about it. You know. So it is my personal belief that these elections and these supposed conflictions between Americans is not so much over ideological schisms as much as they like to believe. Such as, if you voted Hillary, you support abortion. If you voted for Trump, you hate gay people. These aren't so much ideological schisms, in fact. It's not even just socio-economical and geographical location differences either. It's about the language and the terminology that people are using to create their programming and ideological systems. And if you don't have the same as the person on the opposite side, you're not even speaking the same language as them. So you can't have a good conversation or debate or friendly ideological sharing if you don't have the same terminology that you're agreeing on beforehand. Everyone has to agree beforehand to the words and the meaning that comes with those words when they're using them. Just as a quick disclaimer, there's pretty much, smart, healthy, happy, intelligent people in almost every ideological group. And because people are ultimately just people, And I'm sure there's probably even neo-Nazis who love, bake sales and Girl Scouts, and I don't know, never mind. Yeah, I personally don't think that it's fair to analyze people's character content based upon their ideologies, which basically means the language that they use to describe their supposed values. All these phantasmal, fanatical social schisms riving and driving our nation apart. Boo! we only I'll just say I'm just generally for liberation. Just that's it. That's it. Liberty, liberty, liberty. Because everyone deserves to be happy and everyone deserves to. Yeah.